Welcome to Thoughts from an Old Man. In other words, me, Warren Lieberman, yakking. I've been a student of life for over 80 years and have had experiences ranging from veteran to teacher to salesman to administrator of a large nonprofit religious organization. My dirtiest job ever was gutting a burnt out store for an electrician. And on occasion, I've been a doer of stupid things. I hope you enjoy this episode of Thoughts from an Old Man on YouTube.com at Warren Lieberman 1816. We hear so much about senior moments, having a senior moment, or commenting about a friend's senior moment. Just why beat around the bush with polite euphemisms? Let's call it by its real name, a brain fart. We have all experienced them more than once, I'm sure. The phrase brain fart is less judgmental and funnier than a senior moment. I've found some interesting information about brain farts and how to prevent them, maybe, so stick around and watch. Most brain farts are simple and innocent, and then there are major incidents. It's not a problem to look at our watch to check the time and then seconds later forget, that we looked. Forget what we went into a room for, or momentarily forget a common word or place name. These are mere blips in life. No big deal, no problemo. Now, when you forget your phone number or your anniversary date or how to spell common, these can be more embarrassing. Or leave your keys in the freezer is a typical example. Is there one or more M's in common? Good thing I have spell check. Earlier, I needed spell check on euphemism to verify its spelling for my script. Remember, if you like Thoughts from an Old Man, please like, subscribe, and share by clicking on the button on the bottom right of the screen. The simple act of not knowing something very obvious or well known reduces the smartest people to mere dolts. A true Homer Simpson phrase comes to mind. Duh. We've said that lots of times. My brain farts usually occur when I'm alone or with my wife. I will laugh it off and proceed with other activities. Famous people or those vying for public office are not so fortunate. Maybe brain farts are part of Darwin's evolution of species. Too many brain farts can cause a species to go extinct. In this case, politicians. We could only really hope. I'm fortunate that cameras don't follow me around all day long. 3 or 4 brain farts sneak out daily, and I don't even smell them. Sometimes I can escape by pretending I was doing something else when in fact I experienced a brain fart. Some researchers claim that to have discovered the causes of brain fart and have even developed a timeline of events that lead up to the actual BF. I'm tired of writing or saying brain fart. Going through a doorway or another room creates a boundary event, and that change of location can cause people to momentarily lose their thoughts. The cure is to reset, go back, and start over. We all have done that. Spinning auto wheels create an illusion of reverse movement. That causes confusion and loss of focus. Other causes include unnatural sounds, beeps, phone rings, two-dimensional objects. These explanations are a bit more convoluted, and just thinking about them causes BFs. 10 minutes before a brain fart occurs, our brains have tuned out and set up the conditions for an event. Reduced concentration is evident 5 minutes before a BF. 30 seconds preceding a BF, our brains are in turmoil. Then, boom, a blast. The most likely result 10 seconds later is embarrassment and panic. The panic usually erupts or usually results in another stupid goof. Isn't science wonderful? I wonder who paid for this research. Taxpayers, probably. Peter Hollins even wrote a book about brain farts and how to think less stupid. There's a link in the description. Take a break, a long pause. Oh, look, I just read what I wasn't supposed to read. My instructions. Sports analogies are sometimes used to explain complex concepts. BFs are used to explain common sports error. A baseball outfielder miscounts the outs and throws a ball into the stands, thinking the inning is over when it was only out number 2, and a base runner crosses home plate. Manager claims the player had a BF. Sporting activities are a matter of inches or split seconds, and performance is known to diminish due to dehydration. See a recent baseball story in the description links. Perhaps dehydration is a cause of BFs. Is staying hydrated the advice for prevention of the BFs? Others think that boredom is a factor to the creation of BFs. Perhaps the mind is tired, sluggish, or just not focused. Well, get off your duff. Be creative, write a blog, email a friend, read a book, volunteer your time, clean the junk from your desk or work area. Perhaps take a different route to the market or work. Do something different to get the cobwebs out of your head. Here are some real tips that might help improve your daily memory. Space it out. Mental flashcards to practice repetition, along with thinking about the context and connections. Yeah, talk to yourself. Restorative sleep. Aim for 7 to 10 hours a night. Move your body. Regular exercise does more than help cardiac health. It boosts blood flow to the brain. Limit distractions. Multitasking is not possible. Create chunks of time for a single task, then move on and repeat. ACRA, attention, comprehension, recall, and application. Follow a link in this video for the full details of this acronym. Reflect and journal. Handwritten notes and journals are more effective than digital systems in learning and remembering. There's another interesting link in the video with useful tips to improve mental health from healthinaging.org. My personal favorites are written lists and post-it notes. I've got a stack of post-it notes. I got a stack of pads, and I go through them regularly. In another video, I will reveal supplements to help mental and physical ailments, but humorously. Watch for it soon. If you hear a sound in the background, it's the neighbor's dog crying. What's that smell? I think it's a senior moment, which smells better than a BF. Now, what was I talking about? Hope you enjoyed learning about the nature of senior moments. Please click on the subscribe button on the bottom right of the screen if you like this video. Remember to share with your friends. See you next time on Thoughts from an Old Man on youtube.com/@WarrenLieberman1816. Remember, still creating at 80 plus.